Hello, everyone, and I'm pleased to introduce today Kristy Kim, who is the founder and CEO of TomoCredit from San Francisco in the United States. I think it kind of gives a little bit of the global exposure for us because we had a lot of discussions with the local companies. But for me, it's a pleasure to discuss something coming from the United States.
Yeah.
And I think the market is really hard there because of regulations, because of all the money there from VC, so competition is really hard. So I really would like to discover what you're up to.
Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you. So my name is Kristy Kim, a founder of TomoCredit. It's spelled T-O-M-O. So the reason why I picked the name TomoCredit is originally I'm from Seoul, South Korea. And when I first got to the US, I didn't know anything about credit. And I thought that I'm good. Like I am saving money. I have a job. I studied at UC Berkeley. So I thought that, okay, I'm prepared for my American dream. But I couldn't get an approval for my auto loan and credit card.
Yeah.
So that made me realize that, oh, in the US, without credit, everything is more difficult. So the name Tomo came up in a way that today you are rejected, but tomorrow you are going to be approved. So we started working on the Fintech and AI applications to help customers like me.
And you started basically as a credit card for people who are invisible for the credit scoring. So basically, then you develop more into AI. So what was the initial idea to start the business?
Initially, I thought about, okay, what's the best way for me to help customers who don't have access to credit? And I was one of them. So I was thinking, okay, there are many ways, but the most effective way would be just actually give your credit right away, even though you don't have credit score yet. So that's initially how we started. Instead of looking at your credit history, we will look for your bank account and see bank account data. So how much money you make from your job, or are you a good saver, or are you a spender? So we would analyze it and then turn that into our own score, Tomo score, cash flow based score. And then we would offer you credit. That's how we started. Very aggressive and very innovative, right? And then later, we had to make a decision that, okay, are we trying to be a bank? Are we trying to be a credit card company?
Yeah.
Or we want to stay as a consumer app focusing on the data and analytics? And we chose that, hey, we would be the best for data analytics and being number one there. So we decided to focus more on non-capital provider, being a non-capital provider, but really focus on the user data. So that's how we launched our own product called Tomo IQ, which really focus on offering AI intelligence for customers.
And I think the market in the United States is working differently because here we have PSD2, PSD3 is upcoming, and open banking is really usable. Like any, budgeting, categorization, analytical application can have an access to your bank account. In the United States, Plate is available, but the landscape is different. Or what is your vision? Like, is there the difference between European credit companies and what you're trying to build in the United States?
Yeah, so one of Tomo's very first investors was Barclays, the UK bank. So when I first met them and pitched to them, they understood the idea because they have many Barclays former employees or employees come to the US to work at US office, like New York office, for example. And even though in UK, they have great credit history and credit score, but when they come to New York, they are like, what is this? I don't have, a credit history, having difficulty finding apartment or, buying a car. So they were able to understand the concept really fast. So I think the open banking is becoming really popular in US as well, but maybe use cases are different in the US versus UK or Europe. So for us, my focus is anywhere in the world, there are immigrants and we want them to be successful, but we start in the US first. So really help people in the US from all over the world to help them establish credit fast and access credit.
And what you have learned from building from card basically program or Kardashian business to AI agents?
What I'm realizing is that in 2026, technology is there. But what's still missing is consumer use case. And the reason why is because we want to be extra specific and extra user-friendly to build a really good consumer app, right? But now ChatGPT or Cloud, very generic apps, right? I use it all the time, but not like I don't have one specific app for shopping, one specific app. I use it for Tomo, for finance only, right? But I think in the future, we will see each like each consumer app or maybe each use case, because those apps will be so specialized and very user friendly. So that's what I'm thinking, that okay, how can I build Tomo, the user interface and product features so personalized so people feel that they should come to use Tomo for finance question instead of going to generic apps.
And my personal view or experience, I think right now the challenges are not because of the banks versus fintechs, but banks versus fintechs versus big tech. Because fairly big tech, especially in California, they aiming to kind of eat the financial pie too, like Apple issuing the cards, the categorization, also providing the cashback on Apple cards. I think other companies like Facebook or Meta as Google, they also come in there. Do you feel that this niche can be kind of grabbed by the tech vendors because they sitting on the front line on the red street or the primary street where all the customers coming in with the devices, and OpenAI potentially they're looking to have their phone. So are you feeling that they might jump into this market too?
Yeah, I think so. And I do always feel like, and I tell this to everybody, even like our own investors, that, hey, market's so big in the US, right? If you think about the population and then adults population who have needs to learn personal finance and financial literacy, market's so big. If whether we do well or not is because our own product, not because of ChatGPT coming into the market. And then actually ChatGPT coming into the market or other big companies, Google coming into personal finance, is, I think it's net positive, right? I think that just brings more attention and brings more capital and resources to the industry. And for me, personal finance is not a rocket science, right? It is more really understanding users and user behavior, behavioral science. So I feel like even though my company is way like a tiny compared to OpenAI, I feel like our obsession of understanding customers is way bigger. So we might be able to still win customers and own customers.
That's true. And the history
Yeah.
of big tech acquiring startups when they're doing something really precise and really perfect, proven that. So thank you for
Yeah.
your time today.
Yeah.
It was a really pleasure to discuss.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.